Alright, welcome back. There's
There
3
we-
Metal Gears.
There's 3 of them.
I remember when they said there was 25.
Yeah.
So, if you're playing on the hardest difficulty,
Yeah.
you gotta fight all 25.
At once?
No,
Oh.
they replace each other as you kill them.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. It's actually not that hard.
Yeah.
It's just, there's so many of them.
Yeah.
You basically just gotta hit their knees and then they open their mouth for a sec. So yeah, basically the entire game has been just a live action simulation of Shadow Moses. So they can train someone to be a snake.
Oh. And that someone was you?
Yeah.
Alright.
So that's why almost every single thing we've done has had some sort of parallel to the first game. Oh, hey. Stop.
Oh, look at his little stubby feet.
They're pretty funny. Alright, one down. I think. Or I thought so.
Yeah.
You wanna fuck up? No, that'd be great. There you go. See ya.
Oh, there's more!
Yeah, I forget exactly how many I have to fight here. It's much less than 25.
Yeah.
Alright, that's another one down.
So, like, I realized, like, the letters next to Ray are, like, A-O-3-E, A-O-4-E. But they all look like they're supposed to say Rose.
Yep, they sure do.
Is that intentional, you think?
Possibly.
Especially this one. R-O-5-E. A-O-5-E.
Alright. Yeah, man. Yeah, it is pretty easy.
Yeah.
I mean, this game's pretty easy on normal difficulty.
Yeah.
But I'm not really playing it for the difficulty. I'm playing it for the wacky experience. I'm pretty sure the first night I ran into the crazy Colonel stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I had trouble sleeping. It freaked me the fuck out.
Oh, well, that's actually kind of hilarious. Sorry that you had to suffer.
I mean, I thought it was an awesome part, but
Yeah.
it freaked me out. No. Ooh, that was not good. Let's take one of my rations. That would have been pretty okay, but... Oh, goddammit, I pressed the wrong button. Whew. I almost fucked that up.
At least they're lucky enough to keep throwing shit at you.
Yeah, and harder difficulties, I'm pretty sure they're way more ruthless. Like,
Yeah.
they won't be just standing there letting you hit them.
Yeah.
Really, Metal Gear in the last game is pretty easy too. It was one of the easier fights.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember. Maybe it's like.
Oh, in the last game. Sorry, I thought you meant, like, most recent for some reason. I don't know why.
Alright, you're down. Oh, that one doesn't look like Rose. It's like BO1.
Oh, yeah. Boyfriend.
Hey, you, I don't like your girlfriend.
Their cry sounds like the ghost, like Ecto 1.
Yeah, it's weird how they always sound like fucking animals.
Yeah.
pretty simple fight. Oh god.
I love how it has a Space Invader type laser.
Yeah.
Not Space Invader, but like, it's a...
So many Metal Gears.
It's like Otacon was wrong.
Yeah, Otacon, turns out you don't need a Metal Gear to take down Metal Gears.
Yeah. You need to do rocket launcher.
Okay, that didn't work.
They got secret missiles! They're getting tougher.
Ah. I'm glad I was doing my slightly invincible getting up mode. Oh, down he goes. I do not remember how many of these I have to take out.
Well, I think you're...
Oh, hey.
I think you killed 6 so far, or 7.
Something like
By
that.
the numbering sequence. Yeah, there's 5 A's and you're on your 4th B.
Oh, another ration.
Nice!
Oh god. Oh, there we go.
Okay, that's enough.
I did it. That was incredibly easy. Pew, pew!
Oh, it's just like Rise of the Gathering. You demonstrate that you can do an infinite loop and then
Yep.
you don't have to go through the process.
No Ray was. Ah, boo! It's no use!
It's no use!
Well, sucks for you.
I expected a little more fight.
Oh, come on! I like was totally owning them.
No, he's gonna step on your rocket launcher!
Hey, Olga.
So you decided to show yourself.
Oh, don't do this! They'll know!
I'll hold them off. Give you time to get away.
What about you? This is suicide!
Your nanomachines, they're transmitting your vital signs to the Patriots. If you die, my child dies. You understand?
The child.
I see. So that's why you sold your troops out to me. So many dead, and they all died trusting you! Weren't they your comrades?
No, not just comrades. Family.
Huh?
I know I'm going to help, but at least my child.
I applaud your attitude. If you have a death wish, I'll be happy to accommodate you. See you in hell!
Have you ever heard of Spider-Man? I'm a big fan.
The superior power.
Live! You have to.
Well, see ya.
So, what was the whole point of you showing up? Like, you didn't actually do anything.
I think Raiden was supposed to run away. Way to fuck that up, Raiden.
Yep.
Well, good job.
Oh, and he's got swords too. Look at him.
Yeah,
Enjoy the
I
show,
think Solidus is pretty rad.
Let's pick up where we left off.
I mean, he's silly as fuck
Yeah.
when you think about all the individual things about his design.
Yeah.
But something about it just comes together right for me.
What's going on? What's wrong with it? GW, it's out of control. What?
Having fucking seizures over there. You know what those are like.
No, I don't, because I'm usually blacked out at that point in time.
Ah.
An abnormal impulse cascade throughout the neural network. I can't shut it down.
What happened?
Maybe some kind of virus.
The Patriots?
I don't know.
Ocelot, what have you been up to?
It's too late. Arsenal system control is going
Apologize.
haywire. It's on an emergency ascent course.
Flashing light warning. Where were you?
Doesn't take much to bug you, huh?
What? No.
Oh.
I'm not
Some
that.
people aren't really sensitive to that.
I mean, it's annoying, but...
It's a powerful gun.
Yeah. And it's bleeding. The robot is bleeding.
Good job.
Damn the Patriots!
He's got like an Optimus Prime face mask.
Oh, yeah.
You still have some use.
I've captured Snake.
Snake?
Nice work.
Bring him in.
Hooray for being invincible.
Yeah.
I'm invincible! Yep, saving's good. Saving's a very good idea. I did it.
Yeah, you did it.
I'm really good at this game.
So good.
Are you awake yet, Jack?
Nah.
GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you.
Oh, hey, I can look around. Hey, guys.
I squeezed the answers out of you instead, my son.
Hey, the moon.
Oh, God. Ow. Mash that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That shit really rough.
Oh, no!
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
Oh, hey,
It's not
Ocelot.
him I want the answers from.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really?
Put some
It so
pats.
happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
A list of names of the Patriots!
Da-da-down.
They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal.
I still love that's
That means the
GW.
information
Yeah.
they want to filter out is contained in GW. Including
I mean, I guess you could
that
also say
list of
George
the highest
Washington.
12 members of the
Yeah.
Patriots
But I
Rising
choose to
Committee.
go with GW Bush.
Yeah.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their
GW
names
is
one
also a type
by
of
one,
beer, so that I keep
while
thinking
we,
that was kind
with
of
our
weird.
useless arsenal, drew their
Great
fire.
Western.
Very good.
I just know that
You were
because
using
yeah,
us all along.
business.
Were you any different?
It doesn't
But
make
your
any sense for the
plans
game.
hit a
It's just-
snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
GW.
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
It will damage their power source. The mindless masses that they control. First things
Yay,
first.
that's us.
Yay!
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that. What exactly do you find so funny?
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted, a little exercise set up by us.
Exercise?
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to reduce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel. An orchestrated recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
What?
Ames and the President's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Foxdie. Did you really think they were all a coincidence?
What you were
Ames' own
saying already. Yeah.
machines
Yeah.
were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well. As for the president, although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Foxdie. It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from GW. Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus.
Wah wah.
Fat Man was a different story. He's one of our own people. A sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius. And this training kernel will provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You
Original trailer footage.
You're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation. Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss. Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound. We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication
Hello,
of
Ocelot. You a dick.
6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred. And you opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
All orchestrated?
Except for the appearance of the real Solid Snake. I wonder now who sent for you.
All our misfortune was just a part of their project? How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
Aw, I really wanted her to stay around. I like her.
Yeah, me too.
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. Your dead
they
cell
actually
comrades loved your father and
Did
husband.
that on Mythbusters.
Yeah.
And
We
like
needed a
to
pathetic
see
wretch like
like
you to
if a
keep
magnet
them
could actually
focused.
affect a bullet, and it's like
You've been our puppet
infinitesimal,
all along.
like
just
incredibly small. Like
No.
No, that's how
You
science
were
works.
handing
This
it
game
up to
says
tragic
it.
heroine,
It's-
thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you. Pure self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune. You couldn't get enough of the drama.
I could have died whenever I wanted to.
Thought I got her in the heart.
It missed.
Now I remember. Your heart's on the right. Waste of metal, my dear, but your luck's run out. This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge technology.
It's like Mantis.
yeah.
Bastard.
Now that I have enough data, all I have to do is retrieve Arsenal and clean up the refuse from the exercise.
Just try.
Two swords.
How's this then?
Yeah.
Fortune!
You idiot! Get the hell away from there!
I told you, your luck's run out. Take your reward. It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
Whee! That's a lot of missiles.
So pretty.
Everybody down!
What the? Impossible!
She is Lady Luck.
My name is Helena Dolph Jackson, the daughter of a proud and noble soldier.
You'll be okay. Please be okay.
See my family again.
Nope.
Aw.
Got to go out like a boss at least.
Yep.
Went out better than Fat Man.
Yeah. Yep.
Try this instead.
Well, you just shot the entire payload, so,
Yeah, it's got its water gun thing.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Hey, Liquid, how's it going?
great timing.
No! No, not now! Brothers! Liquid! I've been waiting for this! It can't be!
And didn't you already know that?
Yeah.
I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
Science, genetics. It's all flawless.
Side Ocelot?
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him. Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
What?
Life partners.
You're the only one that can free me. After all... I'm off to bury the Patriots for good.
Cam Clark, your voice is
They
sexy.
are? How?
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host?
Chose?
Before I go, I have a family matter to settle with both of you.
I don't know if it worked like
One
that.
snake and one big boss.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Time to say goodbye.
Are you guys are more or less after the same goal?
Yeah,
You can just team up.
he's also super evil though, so.
Yeah. And he is like kind of batshit crazy.
And also he's an arm.
Yeah. I really want like a stinger where just like the arm sitting in a chair by itself, like cackling maniacally.
Liquid!
I guess you stick your little mouth with its fingers.
You know, I just realized Liquid Snake
Hey,
is actually the newest Smash Brothers game. He's the Master Hand. Or the Crazy Hand.
Yeah.
It's actually him.
Awesome. You'll get him, Snake. Whee! Hehe.
Game over.
And Arsenal's going nuts.
So Arsenal's basically like a helicarrier right now? That's what's going on?
Kind of. It's in the water, though.
Oh, okay.
So, because of 9/11, this scene was edited.
Oh.
So basically Arsenal crashes into New York.
Oh.
We won't actually see the crash because of terrorism. Thanks, Osama bin Laden. Way to go. Way to ruin my video games.
Yep. See, it's not feminism. That's bad video games, it's terrorism. So, yeah. Have at thee.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, okay, they crashed and then they fell into New York. Let's skip the crash part.
Sweet. Now the Pliskin thing can really hate home.
Yeah, it's true. Slot was the real bad guy all along.
Yeah, I knew that.
That was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
Do you know what day it is today?
July 4th? No, it's...
30th?
Oh, right, yeah. I forgot about that. It's your birthday.
That's right.
Something. Hey.
George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America.
Yeah, I think the
200
GW thing
years
is probably
ago
supposed to be George
today.
Washington.
And
Probably.
it happened right here.
Yeah.
We were going to declare another independence. The dawn of a new nation. Here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule. Liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
America.
America.
Canada. Canada.
Kerner.
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack, it's not power I want.
It's money.
What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country.
Well, so far I'm on Solid's side here.
About to be wiped
Yeah,
out by the
you kind of
digital
are.
censorship. Jack, listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date.
Yep.
No one lasts.
And an
forever.
upkeep cost.
Life is nothing but a
Upkeep,
grace
pardon
period
me.
for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation.
Eh.
The
Breeders.
data of life is transferred from parent to child. That's
Check out
how
this
it
sweet
works.
stock footage of like water.
Yeah.
But we have no heirs. No
Kojima
legacy.
photo videotaped this himself. Just
We
went to the
brothers
bridge.
are called les enfants terribles. Cloned from our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out.
Raw.
What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch?
Hey, they're like Black Widow.
Still
Proof of
think
our
you're the only
existence,
monster on
a
the team?
mark of some
Yeah.
sort. When the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well. All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information.
Controlling the
I
memes.
want my memory, my existence to remain.
That is the theme of this
Unlike
game,
the drop
memes.
of history, I will be remembered as an exile.
The letters MGS each actually stand for something, and it's the theme of one of each of the first three games.
But the
Oh.
Patriots
M is for
will deny us
memes,
even that.
G is for genes, which was the theme of the first game,
Will
Yeah.
triumph
and the
over
third game,
Patriots
S for scene,
and
as in the
liberate us
times.
all.
Oh.
And we will become
This is really
the
about
sons
memes?
of liberty.
I mean, basically, like, they want to control digital information,
Oh,
so, like,
okay.
only the things they want become, like, public consumption and all that. Like, the actual, like, real definition of memes, not like cat pictures.
Yeah.
Raiden, are you receiving?
Oh, hey!
We're still here.
How you
How's
doing?
that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House.
He's actually not talking literally.
Life started in oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless.
He's talking more about the idea, I guess.
Americans invoke so
All
often.
metaphorical and shit.
How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully.
Also,
Like
that's
a
not the
good
real
boy.
rules.
The madness
That was confusing me a bit when I first played this.
Yeah.
As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But
And
not
now
all
electronic
information was
tablets.
inherited by later
Yeah.
generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every
Yup.
second, preserved in all its triteness.
By the way, check out our Twitter. It's at Kruse KTRL.
It's at Control.
Yeah, sorry. I'm thinking of the email.
Junk
Yeah.
data preserved in an unfiltered state.
If you like junk
growing at
data,
an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social
please like,
progress,
comment, subscribe.
reduce the rate of evolution.
Ryder, you seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context.
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient.
See, this game is so ahead of its time.
Restrain these juxtapositions of morality around you.
Yeah.
It's like I knew
Billions
Twitter was
spent
gonna
on
happen.
new weapons in order
Yeah.
to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species.
Yeah, fuck the
Everyone grows
animals.
up being told the same thing.
Be
If I can
nice
eat them,
to
I don't
other
care.
people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
Those
But
are
it's
two of the biggest lies
obvious
you'll ever hear in your
when
life.
started, only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society
Yep.
at large.
The different
Oh my god, I've not played this in years, like, since before social
Yeah.
media really became huge.
Yeah.
Man, this is all, like, so
Not
on
even
point.
natural selection can take place.
Can I,
Yep.
can I join the
The world is being
Patriots?
engulfed in truth.
This is the way the world ends, not with a bang.
Ah.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
Chambers.
And you think you're qualified
What
to
was that?
decide what's necessary and
chambers.
not?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage?
Wade!
Yay!
Retrieve valuable truths and even interpret their meaning for later generations.
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you.
That's the
Owned.
proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I
Well,
have the
that's the
right.
of free will.
Does
If
something
you like
like
something
yourself
someone says,
exist
you
inside
have the
you?
right to agree with
That
it.
which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that it would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best, and you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
That
Oh!
although self is
Burn!
yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Remember when we were playing a
Behind in
game?
an
Yeah.
instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
I feel like this is just like Kojima got really high and just started to like
Should
write
someone
down all
like
his
you
ideas.
even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but
Also, like,
abuse
what
your
Solid is doing right now.
You don't deserve
It's like,
to be free.
you okay?
We're not the ones smothering the world.
You
Right?
alright?
Just like here, hold on a
The
sec, hold
individual
on.
is supposed to be
I'm
weak,
getting a lecture
but
about,
far
like,
from
freedom.
powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what
I
needs
actually
to
like
be
this
done
part, but
for
it doesn't
that
run too
goal.
long.
All this
Yeah.
you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays.
I mean, do I
That's
still
what
get
this
pornography
exercise was designed to
and
prove.
video games
You fell
and
in love
food?
with me just as you were meant
I
to.
don't know.
after all.
Maybe.
Isn't that right, Jack?
Let's hope at least one of the
Was
three.
not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for solid snake simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity. The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness.
Game over.
Huh.
I remember that screen. I saw it a
It
lot.
is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method
Fish and mailed.
protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
Okay.
Basically, the point of everything is just to show that they can control people and make them do what they want.
What you
Why?
experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
So
That's
why?
crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
Not a realistic one like
We
this.
chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof.
It's weird seeing the old graphics when we played the Twin Snakes version.
Yeah.
I'm more used to Twin Snakes at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
There are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them?
That butt.
It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to.
That's not even the real
What?
Rose.
Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose.
I agree.
You accepted the fiction we provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW is still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
There's like a third option
Of
here.
course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Let's get it live.
A fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary
Man.
data.
What are you doing?
Hey!
The exercise closed.
Now he's twerking.
Jack the Ripper? Will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation? Or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
You can still try and talk it out with Solidus. Be like, yeah, you know what? Let's just fuck these guys up.
Jack.
About time. Jesus. What was wrong with you?
My clone
thought you had
brothers
brain
and I are
damage.
called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents.
Dun dun dun!
Didn't really need to throw that in there,
I
but
claimed you
sure.
for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's
That was just Star Wars.
We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will
Hey,
never
Sean Connery.
escape. You'll stay in the endless loop, your own double helix. It's time we were both free.
Good throw. Would suck if it just went through his hand. Like, oh god.
Or just landed on his nards. Oh, that was actually his
I have other
sword.
reasons for wanting you dead. The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you.
What?
The information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex, and throughout the neural network they've formed.
At least they gave him a reason to actually want to kill Raiden right now.
Yeah.
Because you're right, otherwise they could totally just be like, hey, let's team up.
Yep.
Brace yourself.
Have some John Woo stuff right there. Yeah.
I love the two sword stance.
Yeah,
That's
me
like
too.
a classic. Like that's you see that in a lot of like samurai movies and shit. Fuck you, Dr. Octopus.
Oh god. I completely forget how to do this fight.
Oh. After like 2 hours of cutscenes.
Yeah, the dramatic ending. Oh god.
I feel like the S3 plan is stupid and pointless.
Is that the best you can do?
Oh god. Alright, I need to figure out how to actually do damage. There we go.
There, you hit him.
Ow. This is cool music.
Yeah. Nice. I wish I could do that.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, I hit him. Oh, that's dirty. Alright. Something tells me I'm not doing this on the first try.
Yeah. Oh, at least there's a ration in the corner.
Yeah, I did see that. Ooh boy. Ah, come on.
Hit and run, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I just gotta dodge his attacks and
wait for an opening, counterattack. You can probably do him if he dodged. Oh, there you go. If he dodges an arm attack, you can probably.
Oh.
I don't think his arms are short-circuiting.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is about that. Oh god. Alright.
It seems hard, but doable.
Oh yeah. It's not that tough, I just gotta get used to his patterns again.
Yeah.
It's been too long. Ow.
I think he always had that arm attack with his left one. So, I don't know if you want to stay on his right side or keep circling to your left.
Ooh, god. Ooh. Come on. Oh, uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh, actually, that's kind of weird. You figure his left side would be his bad side. Because, you know, eye patch.
Yay!
Fuck him up, Wade. You can do it. Satan believes in you. He told me.
Satan's a pretty good guy. He's
alright.
misunderstood.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Good work, Jack. But this is where it gets interesting.
Oh dear.
Oh, he's gonna get all beefy. Oh, ejected his arms.
Muscles. If only he had three-sword style. One in the mouth. Just like One Piece.
Well, these fuckers again.
You have to beat Solidus. This is your last duty.
We're not just
trying,
on
man.
some simulation game, you know.
Well, we kind of are.
You are. We're nothing but mere weapons. No different from fighter jets or tanks.
What the?
The old model destroyed 4 years ago was Rex.
The new amphibious model is Ray.
Both of these are the same as the code names used by the U.S. Armed Forces to refer to
Skullface.
Japanese warplanes during World War II.
Your code name, Raiden, too, comes from the Japanese Navy's name for one of its interceptors.
Stop it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because
Oh, really?
the one
You know the
plane
code
game
name
is
the US
Raiden.
Armed Forces used for the Japanese fighter Raiden?
It was Jack. Both of you are just weapons to be used and thrown away.
Just weapons
Dicks.
to be used on the battlefield. Just pawns in a game. Exactly as you said.
And a weapon has no right to think for itself. Now, it's time to fulfill your purpose.
I'm trying.
Solidus.
Sorry, Solidus had to take that.
At least that was a much shorter conversation.
Yeah.
I do like this whole ending, like last hour of the game.
Yeah.
But it is a little heavy on the talk. I won't deny that.
Oh no, you're on fire!
Another part that's much easier now that I have the body armor.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Ow. Ow.
Oh.
I'm not sure if I can actually block his attacks. I might be able to.
I'm always of the position that dodging is better than blocking.
Yeah, typically. Ow.
Is that the best you can do?
Probably. Hey, cool.
I kicked him.
Aw. Then he kicked me.
Ooh, I don't know if I can be generous and give me any more of those.
Yeah, I think I might go for rations. It's okay though. You can do this. One more like combo and I think it's done.
Even this is like the final fight of fucking the first one, where you're on like the slanty edge.
Yep, totally. Except instead of a fist fight, it's a sword fight.
Yeah.
Got him.
Did it.
Woo! Yeah, it's a cool fight. It's way better than the fist fight with Liquid.
Yeah.
That was a terrible boss fight.
Yeah.
That's probably the second worst in the first game after Ocelot.
Another snake bites the dust.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. The backslash.
I need a band-aid.
Backslash. Those handcuffs remind me of my like shoulder pads I have right now in WoW for my tank. He's got like little chains hanging off.
Nice.
Pretty sweet. My warrior's armor rules. Don't fall.
Whee! I'm like a statue. Whee! Thud.
Now Dragoon jump him. Finish him off.
Oh god, that'd be hilarious.
I always feel very strongly that more things need Dragoon jumps.
Poor Solidus. I do sympathize with him a little.
Yeah.
I mean, he's also kind of a dick.
He's kind of like crazy evil, but at the core of it, he did want to do something that was probably for the best.
Yep. He's doing the Jedi mind trick.
Hmm. Then Bayonetta comes surfing by on top of a jet. And then Aya from Parasite Eve shows up.
Eventually we'll get to Revengeance, and you'll get to see some cool platinum stuff again.
Yeah.
Revengeance is pretty awesome.
And then the Ninja Turtles show up too.
That'd be great.
And, well, of course, you know, you got all your Avengers, your Spider-Man, Fantastic Four. Oh, hey, Ocelot. Or not. Oh, just regular people. Okay.
Yeah, people are just coming back into the scene. Pay no attention to the, weird ninja dude in the skin-tight outfit with the sword.
No one quite knows who or what they are.
What's up?
The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point.
Thanks for the
There's
glance
no
our way,
such thing
Snake.
in the world as absolute reality.
Don't walk.
Yeah,
Most of what
okay.
they call real is actually fiction.
Deep,
what
man.
you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in?
Perception is reality,
what am I
yo.
going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith. What
Get it,
we have
church.
faith in. What we found important enough to fight for.
Like
It's
that
not
parrot.
whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were willing to have. That
I like that
decides the
parrot. She
future.
made Otacon cry.
The Patriots
Best
are
character
on
confirmed.
Fiction too,
Yes.
come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name. And your own future.
Decide for myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours.
Beep,
and
beep.
what you decide to do with them is your choice.
Meep, meep.
You mean start over?
Yeah, a clean slate, a new name, new memories. Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide. It's up to you.
So apparently somewhere in the crowd you can spot Vamp.
Oh.
I've never actually seen him though.
By the way, what is
Huh.
that?
Hey, remember when I had to enter my name?
Oh, yeah.
Dog tags.
But this is
Oh,
Jade.
yeah!
Good
Right.
payoff.
Anyone you know?
No. Never heard the name before.
Aw, they haven't heard of us, Wade.
I'll pick my own
Or
name.
but.
See, he's throwing off the shackles of the player's control. Fuck you, player! Fuck you, Wade!
They taught me some good things, too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word. Even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry. I'll find him. Count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
He's like, bang!
I don't like kids. Boom.
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with.
It was the moon.
Cheer up. We have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriot's identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can
I don't know
probably
much
find
about
out where they
programming, but
operate.
that's actually false.
Count me in.
No, you have things
That just
to do
means
with
it
this.
can find, like, basically, like,
People you
the storage could be called, like, Patriots names or something like that.
Who are you to question how computers work?
I'm not questioning it, I'm
Right.
explaining how they work.
I mean, they did the research, man. They know what they're talking about. Genes. Memes.
No.
Arrows.
Well... Oh, I forgot. I lost my train of thought. I like your camel toes.
P.S. Rose, I'm dumping you.
You're the worst character ever.
And in Game with Otacon, that says something.
Yeah. Although, I guess, like, how much of what she said over the thing was actually her and what was just the program?
The part where she says she's pregnant and gets cut off is the part where she's replaced. Hey! See ya, best character.
Yep.
Off to make Otacon cry.
That's all he does his entire life.
He just follows on.
I would buy that game. You just play as a parrot.
Oh,
and you find different ways to make
he's
Otacon
have to harass
cry.
him wherever he goes.
But we're going to find out together.
He's like out there buying a hot dog, and you just like fly over, and he's like poop. Then he has to eat the parrot poop, and he cries.
Snap!
Do it!
See me
Hey,
for
those
what I am,
handcuffs.
okay?
Let's use those later, eh?
They're broken.
In time together.
I know.
String.
Ah. Little Babu.
Yay, little Raiden.
Yay.
Raiden Bappy.
Do you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we first met. I remember now. Today is the day I met you.
The footage of real people is just weird.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be off-putting, but it's weird.
I really want the theme from like the Ninja Turtles movie to show up. I was like, in my mind, that's the most iconic image of New York City. Oh, I guess yeah, the Ghostbusters are also from there, which is appropriate because that's what Metal Gear Ray sounds like. And Ray is the name of one of the Ghostbusters.
It's all connected.
Illuminati confirmed.
Found something to
I mean, they got the Patriots. We know they exist.
What?
Yeah.
Thanks,
He said
Obama.
all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Baby, the baby.
The genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
I feel like there's a lot of games that really express this idea of
Poetry,
free will.
compassion,
It's very important
sorrow,
that we have
joy.
It is.
We'll tell them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're
everything
just a bunch of
together.
robots.
Is that a
Otherwise, we're just
proposal?
Otherwise, we
S3 plan.
realize we're a bunch of robots.
Only.
I don't know if we are much more than robots. It's just
The S3 plan's controlling us, man.
we just create a lot of stuff to help us distract from the fact that we're probably just robots. It's kind of sad, but it's okay because what I said 32 seconds times 6 ago was perception is reality. So just if you believe illusion, that's good enough.
Yep, sure.
Yep. Philosophy.
Credits roll. So that was Metal Gear Solid 2. I told you it went to weird places.
Yeah.
Overall, I do like it more than one.
Yep.
See, there's a lot of meta stuff going on in in the actual narrative, like the S3 stuff. It's like, okay, I kind of understand what they're going for, but
Yeah.
I think it's also supposed to sort of refer to the player.
Right.
Because it's like, they let you play Snake in the very beginning, and everyone wanted
Yep.
to play Snake, and then like take that away, replace him with Raiden, who's like opposite of Snake.
Yep.
He's like whiny and androgynous, and
Yep.
like people hated him.
Yep.
But it's like he gets, as you're playing, you notice like, hey, this is a lot like the stuff Snake did.
Yep.
And it's like the game is like putting both the character and you, the player, kind of through that.
Yep.
And I think it's kind of intentional. Like it's the whole thing about like being controlled by the experience, and like eventually at the end, Raiden ditching the dog tags to like undo the shackles, and like it has this whole weird like meta narrative about how media controls us.
I'm not good at finding the deep stuff like that. So
Like, there's a lot of really interesting studies on this game, like a lot of cool like essays and videos and stuff, really dissecting it. It's interesting. I guess that's why it's one of my favorites. Is I like how much you can look into it under the surface. Or you can just take it as a total zany bullshit story without thinking about that stuff at all.
I kind of like. I personally kind of just want it to be like a simple like bad guys versus good guys situation.
And like ultimately, you can take it as like, hey, there's this Illuminati. They're bad and they're controlling things. Got to stop them.
But even their whole thing with the S3 program, where it's like we've like the thing basically, so we can just like prove to ourselves that we can create people in a manner of speaking. It's like that was a bit of a stretch for me.
Well, like it's part of the same system. It's like the whole censorship thing, where it's like, okay, we can control exactly what information gets to what people and how, so we can use that to like influence them.
Yeah,
I think that's the whole idea of like.
I guess. So it's like a model of how they could just do that with like just random people.
Yeah, how they can
For some
manipulate
reason,
people through information.
Yeah. I think it's a plan ultimately doomed for failure anyways. There's just too many people. I mean, I guess, yeah, I don't know.
So they ended this kind of on a cliffhanger, though. It's like, hey, look what got away. Patriots are still out there.
Yep.
Logan's baby is still out there.
Yep.
And after this came out, Kojima was like, "Yeah, this is the last one,"
Oh.
and I was like, "What?" And like, apparently, that's kind of part of the whole meta thing. Is like, the story doesn't necessarily have a nice wrapped up conclusion.
Yeah.
It goes on with or without you.
Yeah.
But eventually, he made more because of pressure from Konami, basically.
Yeah.
But then 3 was coming out. I'm like, "Oh, I'm so excited! New Metal Gear! I want to see what happens next." I was like, "It's a prequel." Like, god damn it, no! It's not until 4 where you actually like figure out, like, find out what happens and where all this leads.
Right.
3 is important though. Like, it sets up a lot of important backstory.
Okay.
But 3 is probably the most standalone. Well, 1's pretty standalone, I guess.
Yeah.
2 is like that weird, like, we're setting things up.
Yeah.
4 was kind of meant to be the big wrap up to everything.
Yeah.
And now they're doing 5. But,
also, I guess technically doesn't Rose have that same thing? Yeah, Raven figure voice, nice. But yeah, if Raiden dies, Rose dies, that's still a thing.
Yeah, there's that whole thing.
So I wonder if that ever wears off, or just like, you know, they get married, live happily ever, and then like 40 years later, Raiden's like, "Oh no, old age got me," and then Rose is like, "What? Oh!" And they both die at the same time.
Another pretty interesting piece of trilogy is the game that became Revengeance was originally supposed to take place after this.
Oh.
And it was supposed to be like the search for the kid.
Ah.
Eventually it became a post-4 game.
Oh.
So we never actually really see that part of the story. You don't need to, though. Like, you find out kind of what happens in between 2 and 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the plan for a long time. I think it was before Platinum was even making it, when they were just doing it on their own.
Right.
But yeah, when I first came across like all that crazy like Colonel going haywire and like code seeping through the walls and the radar is a sexy lady and then like they give a big philosophical lecture talking about Lighthouse primordial soup and, like, that entire last like 2 hours of the game just like fucked with me.
No doubt.
Like, I did not understand anything. I had to play this game several times before I really got it.
Metal Gear Ghost Babel.
It was the Game Boy game.
Oh, right.
I believe it's non-canon, but it was kind of like a remake of the first game on the Game Boy, but it changed some story stuff. I think like there was someone else instead of Meryl, and the bosses are different, but it was very similar otherwise.
Scott Dolph, your name shows up in all sorts of areas. McFarlane Toys.
So yeah, we won't find out what happens until 4, because next time we play Metal Gear, we're going to the 60s.
Forgot about that. Helvetica. You even have to give credits for the fonts. I didn't notice that.
That's awesome.
Holy crap.
And this game was very polarizing when it came out. A lot of people hated it.
I'd have to play this game like 6 times to really kind of absorb all the information that's being presented, at least in that like ending sequence. Like, I was with it most of the way through, but
and then the long call happened.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, that's for most people. I was like, okay, brain's checking out.
Yeah, that's too much information for me to take in. Like, I don't know.
I love the whole scene where Ocelot's just revealing how much of a scumbag he is.
Yeah.
And then Fortune gets her little moments, and Liquid shows up, and I thought that entire scene on top of Arsenal was pretty great.
Poor Fortune. He's the only true, like, tragic character in this.
Yeah,
like,
she was pretty cool.
Raiden's pretty tragic, but I liked her a lot.
Yeah, it was. She was definitely the best of like the Dead Cell people by a long shot. I like Solidus as well, but we didn't see a lot of him.
Yeah,
like you don't see him until halfway through the game, and then you only see him a couple more times.
I don't care if he got his own game. He could play as Solidus.
Use the Doc Ock arms,
or even before he gets that, like he just, he's really badass with swords and guns. I could play that.
All right.
Okay.
Alright. Oh.
Of course.
Life isn't just about passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more than just DNA.
Like fucking sky rats.
Through speech, music,
birds,
literature, and movies. What we've seen, heard, felt. Anger, joy, and sorrow.
Oh, that skating rink.
These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch. And let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with.
Thank God for Twitter.
The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be
Like squirrels.
forever.
Joke's on the future species. We're gonna ruin this planet best we can before we leave.
Probably in the next 100 years.
Building the future,
I'll be
keeping
dead.
the past
Yeah.
alive are one and the same.
Fuck everyone
thing.
else.
I'll try not to. Let's see. I don't want to think about it. It hurts my brain and other parts.
America.
America. Yay!
Yay. Sons of Liberty.
Bang. Bang. Bang, 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 bang.
Anything else?
You there? It's
No!
Go away.
over that disc.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Your tools.
Where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but
But what?
they're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
Whoa.
Hell.
What the hell?
That's a good thing the next game is going into the past.
Probably not. Oh! Save. Alert mode. Persons.
I killed 106 people.
Oh, yeah. Okay, rations 39. I thought it was going to let you know how many rations you used.
39. It's not a lot.
They didn't actually give you a grade, though. That was interesting.
I'm an elephant.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm an elephant.
Sweet.
A cut above.
You
I
got
get it.
entertained.
I got the camera. I can use it in the tanker episode.
Wait, he
I
already
can
has
use it
that.
in the plant episode. Yay. I did it.
You did it. Well done.
So that was Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us for the ride.
It's a pretty sweet game.
Not sure what my next game on the lineup is yet, but we might head to Life is Strange Parts 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I know Arkham Knight's coming up soon. And I'll have to do MGS 3 at some point as well. So until next time, thanks for joining us on Cruise Control.
I hope you liked it. That was a long time.